Alright, so I don't want to make that video too long, and until I learn video editing, it's going to be like this, right? So here I have certain things. As you can see, let me bring the other things into the mix. My roach, el rocho, el bublo, bongo, and put some water in there. And now water is there to cleanse any impurities. I mean, this is a roach. I don't want to intake any thing nasty that I don't have to. And so anyhow, I just wanted to show you a demonstration of a cleansing technique using Ayurveda. Now, I wish I had done neti. I haven't done that for a while. You know, neti pot. You put water and drain your nose. But this is another way. So neti is more like a cleansing thing, or even a supported thing. Whereas if you want a more nourishing thing to basically counteract some dryness and weakness of your nasal cavity, you know, I have a very sensitive reaction to allergy pollution in our atmosphere, so I figured maybe oil is better for me. And I notice obviously its effects to put oil in the nose. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Hopefully I can show you that. I might have to actually go in my car to do this. Let's do this. So here I am. I am in my car, and I'm a little thirsty. No, I'm not an expert. Certain rules to do with nasYa therapy. For example, I don't think you're supposed to do it after brushing your teeth or after taking a shower, because you have too much wetness and it won't be. You need it to be dry enough for you to put oil in, right? Alright, so here I have my ghee. Not really desi ghee, it's Australian ghee, but I got a deal on it, and it's ghee, so let's do it. See, desi ghee, I think, anyhow, it looks a little different. This is more purified, just so you can see the consistency. Om nasYa. This is some ghee. It's basically butter, but it has been purified so that it can stay at room temperature and not need refrigeration. All right. So anyhow, hopefully you can see this. I'm going to try to fit my phone here. Okay. See my dilemma? Let me put it on its other stand. Maybe it'll work better that way. All right, here we go. Yeah, I think you can see me now. I just have to tilt my seat back, and I'm going to demonstrate to you how to do nasYa. So nasYa has many different uses. I could have done a video about that. I'm going to add it in the subtitles, so make sure to view that. And I'm going to put as much basic information, you know, how to do it, or a link to a page where you're told how to do it, and when to do it, and when not to do it, and why to do it, and why not to do it, right? So anyhow, here I have it. What I do is I take one of my fingers, dip it in, and put it into my nose, and inhale it into my cavities. So here you go. I'm going to start with this finger. You get a little bit, so it's like dripping, and just tilt your head back. Hope you can see me. Yeah, I think you can, right? Okay. All right. So I took 4 drops. Don't really taste it, but yeah, it's definitely going in. And then you just massage around your sinus points, you know, whole area you use to massage when you have drainage and blockage. This basically gets the circulation going, gets the oil into the brain. And what this does basically in terms of the principles of Ayurveda is it wettens the brain. Wetness is a condition associated with Alzheimer's, and also a condition and what happens to your brain after you sleep. So it's basically resting your brain, nourishing your brain. It's rejuvenating your brain. And what I also do is I massage my feet at the same time, because the feet is supposed to be connected to the head region intimately. So it always grounds you when you do a nice foot massage. Very, very relaxed, very, very grounding, basically, because the root chakra is not just at the base of your spine, but it's on your foot too. It's associated with your feet too. Because the feet are basically our connection to Mother Earth. And it's the earth of our body because it bears the loads of our body, right? So it's basically composed of the earth element and the, earth and wind, because it moves. So it's very astringent, if it was a taste. Anyhow, that's some Ayurvedic mumbo jumbo. Let me finish massaging my feet, and then I'm going to show you the sequel to this. Now, some of you guys, when you do this, and sometimes that you do this in the day, you'll notice that after doing nasYa therapy, you'll have the similar symptoms as you do sometimes when you take a shower or you brush your teeth, which is you'll have catarrh, drippage of water coming out. It'll basically your system will cleanse itself. It'll try to purge itself when the oil comes in, because it has so much crap inside. So it'll figure this nourishing opportunity. It'll take this nourishment and it'll use it to basically cleanse itself. So you'll get that symptom, and when you get that symptom, that's the best time to smoke after doing nasYa therapy. Okay, you don't have to smoke every time, especially if you're already dry enough in your sinuses, like I am a little bit, but I will take a moderate smoking therapy just to show you how to do it, because that's why I made this video. Okay. Alright, so now you're done with nasYa therapy. I'm going to close my ghee bottle, and I'm going to come right back. Alright, here you see my little trusty $8 thing at the smoke shop. It's very cool. It's plastic and metal, so it's not the best quality or pleasurable smoking experience, but it's I don't think it's toxic, because the parts that are contacting the heat are metal touching rubber, which I'm a little concerned about, but then it goes through the metal, and then it gets filtered through the water and it comes out through plastic. So it's plastic I don't think is the problem. Maybe if you're smoking out of this, like you using it as a bong, it will have that effect. But what I do now, because it is wasteful to keep lighting and lighting and lighting, and I kind of a headache too. I prefer much rather the meditative experience of rolling this and then moderately lighting it up. The only thing is, when you do it this way, with the size of the papers today, it's hard to. Well, you feel tempted to keep at it, so it's hard to moderate because of that. But that's one thing. The first two puffs, always with the mouth. Well, there's different rules. You have to look it up. But this is how I do it. So I usually take 2, sometimes 3, 4, if I really need it, right? Okay, so you're supposed to have a straight back while doing this. So let me show you how I do it through the nose. And this is perfect, by the way, for this. Visualize the disease moving out with the smoke. And then here's the second one. You can see the oil coming out. I didn't put oil here. It's just the oil, the spreading property, the pervasive property, because oil basically gets through everything and spreads, just like smoke. So, well, I wouldn't say spreads, but think of in a pot, right? You put oil, it kind of goes everywhere. It doesn't go all over, but in the surface. So it's like helping to get the things in and out, I feel. And the cool thing about water filter, it reduces the effects of tobacco too, because it takes out nicotine and things. Of course, the nitrates too, you gotta worry about. See, I use a balm because I'm already dried out. I'm not too. That's why I put the oil. I'm trying to lubricate my sinuses. So this is more like a nourishing kind of smoke too, just because of the fact that it's milder in effect. Okay. And now I think it's kind of half paper, because it's that roach, right? Too many rolls of paper there. So as you can see, this is a very scientific practice of moving air instead of water or oil through your passages. Goodbye.